Hi, my name is Rabbi Mendel Dubov, and I'm the Rabbi and Director of Chabad in Sussex County, New Jersey, based in Sparta. Our portion, Ki Tisa, deals with the mitzvah of Shabbos. It's one of the primary places where the mitzvah of Shabbos is spoken of, and the Torah tells us, V'shomru b'nei Yisrael es ha-Shabbos, la'asos es ha-Shabbos. The Jewish people should guard the Shabbos to make the Shabbos. There is guarding the Shabbos, guarding its sanctity, and there is making Shabbos. The things that we do that create the Shabbos atmosphere. I'd like to pick up on one of the things that we do in order to create that Shabbos feeling, and that is the clothing that we wear on Shabbos. The Talmud says that the clothing that we wear on Shabbos should not be the same as the clothing that we wear during the weekday. A Jew should designate, should put away Shabbos clothing, usually the finest and the best, to be worn on Shabbos. I remember as a youngster reading an article by Rabbi Simcha Elberg, who described that when the Jew was on the run from persecution and had to literally pick up the few belongings that they were able to take with them, one of the precious few things would be many times the Shabbos clothing. It was simply inconceivable to a Jew or Jewess to go into Shabbos wherever they were, not wearing their Shabbos clothing, wearing something just plain. It just wasn't possible. They had to take with them something for Shabbos. A famous story among Hasidim is told of the two brothers, Reb Zusha of Anipoli and Reb Elimelech of Lizensk, two of the great Hasidic Rebbes and giants. And the story was that they once decided, they felt that their Shabbos observance was not as it should be. They didn't feel Shabbos as they thought they ought to feel. So they decided to run a test. They decided to replicate Shabbos on some regular Tuesday. They would get together all the Hasidim, they would lay the table, they would teach Torah, they would sing, they would pray, and if they felt Shabbos on Tuesday, that meant that their Shabbos was not real. If they could replicate it on a weekday, then what was their Shabbos more special? It was not true, or not the truest. But if they could not feel Shabbos on a regular weekday, that would mean that their Shabbos was genuine. And so they ran the test. They went on a regular day, a Tuesday, and they gathered the Hasidim and did everything they did on Shabbos, and what do you know? They felt Shabbos. They felt it. And so in their distress, they went to visit their mentor, their Rabbi, Rabbi Dubov, the Maggid of Mezrich, as he was known. And they complained, they poured their hearts out to him, that here they replicated Shabbos on a regular weekday and felt Shabbos, so what was their Shabbos worth? They weren't feeling it in a genuine way. And so Rabbi Dubov looked at them and asked them, when you ran this test on a weekday, did you don your Shabbos clothing? To which they responded, yes, they did. Said the Maggid of Mezrich, that's what did it. That's what gave you, what imbued you with that Shabbos feeling was your Shabbos clothing, and there was something genuine, there's a genuine holiness in those clothing that have the ability of giving the feeling to a Jew of Shabbos. Many of us observe Shabbos in our way that we do. We have Friday nights together with a family or with company. We go to shul on Shabbos morning. And for those occasions, we dress up, we don our best, our Shabbos best. But I'd like to emphasize that Shabbos is a 25-hour period from sunset on Friday right till nightfall on Saturday night. And Shabbos, therefore, is something that we should observe in its entirety and dress in its entirety like it is Shabbos. Shabbos afternoon, and in the evening, Kabbalistic teachings tell us, in fact, that the Shabbos increases in holiness as the day continues, and that the hours and minutes at the end of Shabbos are the climax of Shabbos, the pinnacle of Shabbos, where its holiness is most intense. And therefore, our clothing, literally the way we dress during the entire period of Shabbos, should reflect the fact that it's Shabbos, that is a special day, a holy day, a day for Hashem, a day for God, and a day for the special bond that God has with the Jewish people. Good Shabbos from all of us in Chabad of Sussex County.